And hopefully we are live once again on YouTube, or at least I know we were live before, but it appeared that the audio wasn't working. I don't think I had any sound anyway. So hopefully both the video and the audio are working correctly this time. I know we were. And there's my terrible, annoying voice. So as of right now, we are good to go. Luckily, back on YouTube, 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 650. And once again, I apologize to everyone who is listening to the audio version for that little bit of delay. And now, without any further ado or wasting any more time, let's get right into TNA Against All Odds. First on the countdown to Against All Odds, the Elegance brand victorious in the 6 Knockouts tag team match. And then after the match, we saw the return of the Inspiration, of course, also known as the Iconics in WWE. They have made their way back to TNA. And then we also hear from Santino Marella and his daughter Ariana Grace, who Santino will be taking on Robert Stone later on tonight on Against All Odds. And we kick off the main card of Against All Odds live from Tempe University. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Mullet Arena at the University of Arizona State. And our commentators, Tom Hannafin and the Drama King, Matthew Raywalt, in our opening match tonight on Against All Odds. The TNA International Championship is on the line. We have Steve Macklin defending against Mance Warner, and Mance Warner has Steph DeLander in his corner. Macklin gets the win, successfully defending the TNA International Championship. 9 minutes, 48 seconds. Okay, opening match. I'll give this one 3 out of 5 ring bells. And then we have an 8-man tag. The System taking on the Hardys, Leon Slater, and their mystery partner was Matt Hardy says someone from right here in Tempe, Arizona. It is the Hometown Man. Comes out to the theme song, Hometown Man. And it is none other than Cody Deaner under a mask. Of course, at Under Siege, Eric Young losing the match to Eddie Edwards. Did not get his TNA contract renewed, supposedly losing his job in TNA. So come back under the mask as the hometown guy, or the hometown man, sorry. I'm guessing they're going with this angle with Cody Deaner now, where kind of like the Mr. America gimmick, I guess you could say. Put a mask on, pretend to be somebody else. Hopefully that'll go pretty well. And Leon Slater, the Hardys, and the Hometown Man get the win in this 8-man tag, 12 minutes, 38 seconds. Not bad. I'll give it 3 out of 5 ring bells. And next up, we have Mustafa Ali taking on Jason Hodge. And at one point, Tasha Steelz has enough. She leaves, but Ali ends up getting the win over Jason Hodge. 13 minutes, 40 seconds. The TNA Knockouts World Championship is on the line. Masha Slamovich defending against Yi Ling Yi. Really good match here. I enjoyed this one. I thought these two really did a good job. I'll give this one 3.5 out of 5 ring bells. Slamovich retaining, and 12 minutes 47 seconds. And after the match, we see the return to TNA of Masha Slamovich's former tag team partner, the team known as MK Ultra. It is Killer Kelly back in TNA. I'm glad to see. And not only were they tag team partners, but they were also rivals at one time, having a feud in TNA. She comes out with a steel chain in hand, sets it down on the mat in front of Masha Slamovich, sending a message. So I'm guessing this is going to be Masha's next challenger for the Knockouts World Championship, possibly Slammiversary, next pay-per-view. Definitely should be a pretty good match there. We have Frankie Kazarian taking on Joe Hendry. This is Joe Hendry's first match in TNA since losing the TNA World Championship to Trick Williams at WWE Battleground. And we've seen where Frankie Kazarian has thrown a little bit of shade at Joe Hendry for losing the TNA World title to a WWE guy. And this one, good match. I was surprised to see Frankie Kazarian get the win here with his feet on the ropes, of course, but still getting the win over Joe Hendry tonight. 12 minutes, 43 seconds. I'll give this one 3.5 out of 5 ring bells. The TNA World Tag Team Championships are on the line next. The Namath brothers, Ryan and Nick, defending against the Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. And pretty good tag team match. The Namath brothers retaining over this one. Little double teaming here. 12 minutes, 47 seconds to retain the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Next up is the match where the winner will be the TNA Director of Authority, Santino Marella versus Robert Stone, and the special referee is Matt Cardona. Pretty good match here. Earlier in the night, we actually did see Robert Stone in the back with Matt Cardona trying to pay him off, where if he saw Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford get involved during the match, that he would pretty much look the other way. And not a bad match. We saw them brawling in the crowd a little bit. And then at one point, Tessa Blanchard takes the Cobra runs off with it. And then later, we see Santino actually look for the Cobra, but as I just said, Tessa Blanchard took it earlier. But we see the daughter of Santino, Ariana Grace, at ringside. She has a Cobra of her own, handed to her father. Cobra strike to get the win. So once again, officially, the TNA Director of Authority, Santino Marella. 9 minutes, 53 seconds. Okay, match. Had some kind of comedy spots, of course, when you have Santino in there, you know that's going to happen. Not bad, though. I'll give it 3 out of 5 ring bells. And now, time for the main. Also, though, I forgot, we had AJ Francis and Casey Navarro, First Class. And now for the main event of TNA Against All Odds. The TNA World Champion Trick Williams defending against Elijah. Like I said, the story of this match was with Elijah defending TNA's honor, I guess you could say, and trying to bring back the World Championship. Okay, match. And Trick Williams, though, one point, removing the turnbuckle pad, exposing the turnbuckle. And also, once again, we see AJ Francis get involved again, just like he did on NXT. And Trick Williams gets the win, defeating Elijah 16 minutes, 21 seconds. So still, TNA World Champion is NXT's Trick Williams. To be honest, I really can't say that I am too surprised. Wasn't really expecting a title change tonight. Well, obviously, you know that the TNA World Championship is coming back to TNA, but who is the guy that TNA should choose to be that guy? And I'm sure next month, Slammiversary, one of the biggest TNA pay-per-views of the year, the anniversary pay-per-view of TNA Wrestling, Long Island at the USB Arena, which for TNA, the arenas they've been running in several years now, big arena. And you know, the main event of that pay-per-view is going to be one of the TNA guys going in against Trick Williams to be the hero to bring the TNA World Championship back to TNA Wrestling. Or at least that's what I think is going to happen anyway. I could be wrong. And honestly, I am wrong quite a bit. I admit that. But that was tonight's TNA Against All Odds on TNA Plus. And overall, I thought it was a really good show. I enjoyed it just as usual for the TNA Plus specials. And I will give it overall an 8 out of 10 ring bells. I recommend it. If you do not have a subscription to TNA Plus, or if you do and you just missed it for some reason, I recommend checking out the replay. Also, you can order Against All Odds as a standalone pay-per-view on Triller TV as well. And now on to WWE Friday Night Smackdown tonight, which was the go-home episode of Smackdown before tomorrow night's Money in the Bank Premium Live event. And just going to go over it real quick here. It is almost 1:30. And we have Jimmy Uso defeating JC Mateo. Sorry about that. 13 minutes, 40 seconds. And Zelina Vega defeating Piper Niven in a Bakersfield Brawl. 10 minutes, 45 seconds. LA Knight defeats Aleister Black. 13 minutes, 20 seconds. DQ. Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vacour defeat Julia, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. 12 minutes, 2 seconds. Penta and Andrade El Idolo defeat the Creed Brothers. 7 minutes, 56 seconds. And it was actually interrupted by the LA Knight Aleister Black match was actually interrupted by Seth Rollins. I forgot to mention that. And also, we get a video package, of the Wyatt Six. And Logan Paul is able to take out Cody Rhodes, him and John Cena standing. And that tag team match tomorrow at Money in the Bank, Logan Paul and John Cena versus tomorrow night versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. And that is all of this Friday night episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 650. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I appreciate everyone who listens or tonight watches on the YouTube stream. Luckily, the second try got the sound working okay. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. And I will try to be back tomorrow morning. Good morning, wrestling fans, to preview tomorrow night's Money in the Bank Premium Live event, and also Worlds Collide if I have time on the walk to work in the morning. You can give me your last minute predictions for Money in the Bank in the comment section right here on Spreaker or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts in the comment section. If the website or app you listen to on has a comment section, or since this is a live stream, episode 650 of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, you can leave your quick predictions in the comment section right here below on YouTube. Right there. For both Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. Or you can email 360wrestlingpodcast.com, which will be flashing on the bottom of the screen in just a second. 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. which is also the PayPal if you want to be generous and help out 360 Wrestling Podcasts. Don't have to, though, but if you want to help, you can. Definitely not going to be mad at you if you do. Also, X at 360 Wrestling Pod, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, all those great social media sites. And like I said, hope to be back tomorrow and also sometime tomorrow night after Money in the Bank to go over both Money in the Bank and I keep wanting to say War of the Worlds. Worlds collide. Just got to remember that Power Man 5000 song, When Worlds Collide. Hopefully that'll help me think of it more and hopefully we'll be able to remember. But that is all for tonight. Once again, thank you everyone. Thanks for tuning in. As it says on the screen here before I start, I appreciate everyone listening. And until next time, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.